Good morning. It's March 1st, Sunday. I tried to register to testify on Tuesday. They won't let me testify on Tuesday, so take this as my testimony for Tuesday for expungement. My case can't be expunged. I need exoneration from Governor Westmore. And Governor Westmore been avoiding me for the longest, since he sat in that seat. I'm famous for toilets. I'm really famous for making a documentary about Baltimore, the money behind mass incarceration. 20 years a slave from 2006 to now, really 1986 to now. I got a 40-year anniversary coming up on March the 3rd. March the 3rd is my 40-year anniversary. I turned in Guns and Drugs to end the war on drugs, to address the issue of mass incarceration. Yeah, the making of Black America. So I do the 90 days of session. Today is Sunday. We talk about Marcus Garvey. Like I said, Maryland Citizens for the Arts. Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. We talking about the First Amendment of the Constitution. Making a movie about our politics and our politicians. That's the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. That's Dr.Kaye from WEEA Radio. That's the property of the Karson Institute, University of Loyola. That's Kaylin Young. That's Kaylin Young. And that's me. I'm an activist, and activism ain't terrorism. This is me in Lake County, all right? And if you go to Rob Fix, we're gonna play the audio from this conversation with the sheriff, because we talking about public accommodations. I went to file a class action lawsuit, and y'all refused me access to the court. This is Resilient University, and that's Speaker Pena. See the date? January the 3rd, all right? March 3rd, January the 3rd. It's 90 days, and Speaker Pena ain't said nothing. You passed the CASA bill, but you ain't said nothing about my illegal incarceration. Resilient University. That's what y'all charged me with, terrorism. And that's my client. He's one of my clients. Ask him about Shorty. That's the Baltimore Black Arts District. They won't open their mouth about this, all right? And they've been knowing about this since the beginning. That's the Baltimore City Teachers Union, all right? Like I said, I got everything documented. That's Chuck D and me at the Department of Justice. Like I said, prologue, empowerment. I'm giving classes. Like I said, that's the Baltimore City Teachers Union, Diamond Tay and me. All right? And that's it. Black Americans, 13% of the population, 14% drug users, and 56% of the prison industry. That's Michelle Alexander. She wrote the book, I made the movie, and I named the politicians that do it. That's Natasha from the Public Defender's Office. All right? See the date? 2022. That's how long she been shielding this. That's Governor Westmore. Like I said, exoneration of the Supreme Court. That's Governor Westmore. That's Governor Westmore. And he ain't answered his mail. That's Brandon Scott. That's Jared Germantes. That's Governor Hogan, me, Mayor Pugh, and Scott Shellenberger. Like I said, I'm a member of the Creative Alliance. I was making a movie. The movie's about our politics and our politicians. That's Brooke Learman and Kwa'isa Mfume. That's Jackie Addison. And right there, that's Xavier Conaway, the clerk of the court. That's Natasha from the Public Defender's Office. That's Corey McCray, Kaylin, and Kaylin asked for exoneration. Kaylin's on my side. And right here, that's Delegate Stephanie Smith. Like I said, it's a documentary, and everything's documented. The mail receipts hold you accountable. That's a controllable variable, so you gotta produce those mail receipts. That's Dr. Kaye. So the 90 days of session and 9 weeks with Dr. Kaye. And we talking about our elected officials, all right? So let's open the book. That's my bio, all right? Like I said, I applied for Martin Luther King's job and y'all got mad. So Governor Westmore, you need to take everything that I gave you. That's my intellectual property. And right here, a private person appearing before the grand jury, all right? Dated 2007. Like I said, when I started this documentary, I had everything documented. I want to go to the grand jury with everything that Governor Westmore has. It's election year. We need to know your honesty. We need to know your integrity. We need to know who you really are. And that's Governor Westmore, 2023. It's 3 years and you ain't did nothing. So who are you really serving? You're not serving the people. 90 days of session. Like I said, I got everything in a book. Facebook. See that? Everything in the book. I'm Shorty. I'm the caterer in Baltimore. Never bite the hand that feeds you. And I feed Baltimore. Right here's a movie release, the Carson Institute media release. And that's from 2025, Maryland Arts Day. So everything for the last, 20 years is all on film. Maryland Arts Day then. The Maryland Citizens for the Arts. Ain't no law against making a movie. Governor Westmore, Dr.Kaye, it's about you today. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Well, that's what we're talking about. Black leadership failing our black community. The Karson Institute for Race, Peace, and Social Justice and bending towards social justice. Everything y'all got to turn over. I never got a trial, and I'm not Emmett Till. The amendments of the Constitution, and that's my First Amendment right. My First Amendment right. Dr. Carson's, the movie's about you and how you represent us. WEEA, Morgan State. We talking about the haves versus the have-nots. That's Dr. Kaye. That's Dr. Kaye. And that's Dr. Kaye.